here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A nice shot by Zubac.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Outside Moran. Pass to Bain. Wing shot on the way. Kept alive. Back to Moran. Shoots over Westbrook. And that one's long.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
A unique talent. Ja Moran has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
And that one drops.
What a fantastic play by Russell as he gets up in the air. That is just not your average 2 points.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Jackson with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Moran. Cash money from 16 feet away.
With a dynamic burst, Morant has such a strong driving ability, which really helps open up his mid-range game.
Westbrook, the pass to Morris. Leonard with a screen on Jackson. Back to Westbrook. This one for three. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 points.
Playing with stars throughout his entire career, Russell Westbrook won himself. He's learned how to operate without the ball.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Outside Moran. Knocks down the long J. 5 points in the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 5. Pass to Morris. Three-pointer. 6 to shoot. Zubac with a screen on Jackson. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. From deep three-point range. Jackson, the pass to Bain. Jackson with a screen on Morris. And here's Adams. To the wing, right side. Pass to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot from deep. Bain. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Offensive rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
From deep, Moran. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. George against Bain. And George with the basket on the assist by Leonard. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Let's go with a 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG can be an MVP caliber player.
And it's Morant missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Beyond the arc. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep. And another miss by Memphis.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team.
First one falls for him.
At the line for LA. He beats us.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Moran against Westbrook from deep. Bain. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's most.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So on the floor from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the point. And here's Morant outside to the right side. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Westbrook outside. Back to Zubac. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Zubac has got 5 now.
Nice job by Russell just not forcing anything on that play.
Westbrook against Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Here he goes.
Get up to throw down.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
George passes to Zubac. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance. So knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim when they're attacked tonight.
Kennard can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Here's Mann, pounded by Morant. Pass to Zubac. Now George, defended by Kennard. George passes to Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Jacks up a three. Drains the triple. Morris has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Oh, Morris with a steal. Poke loose. Oh, Brooks with the steal. 1:05 left in the first half. Morant, the pass to Kennard. Adams with a screen on Morris. Kennard can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Leonard outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
Here's Morant, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Now here's Leonard. 9 points in the game. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Jackson. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
19-footer. Oh, and he just knocked down the bus. Thanks very much, Allie. And
Your Clippers, 33. The Grizzlies, 16.
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And Memphis shooting just around 32% from the field. Kennard outside. Outside Jones. Pass to Kennard. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Gordon on the wing. From deep three-point range. That one no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Clark. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Clark's gotten his first points in this one.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Bain, he's checked in for Conchar.
Desmond Bain.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Clark. Now Bain. Outside Jones. On the wing, Bain. Lets it go from deep. Jones, the pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Here's Highland, defended by Jones. Batum against Clark. Batum, pass to Plumlee. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. When his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Back to Batum. To the left wing. Here's Highland. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's Tillman.
2 minutes.
Here's Clark. Driving in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Free throw drops for Clark.
Shooting for Memphis, Brandon Clark.
And Clark drops them both. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Up top, Powell. Defended by Kennard. Kennard against Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Highland. Takes a 3. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Now here's Kennard. Outside Bain. 1:16 left in the third. Clark with a screen on Powell. Kennard finds Bain. The 3 is up. Powell pulls it in.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Highland. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Ooh, a 2-handed power slam.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From behind the arc, and it's stolen by Plumlee. He's got a clear path. Here's Highland. Pass to Powell. Clark grabs the board. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. From deep, Bain. For 3. The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up 8. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for Memphis, Luke Kennard out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Bain in a shooting guard.
That's a go-to shot for him. And for defenders, very difficult to contest.
Here's Westbrook. Morris against Jones. Down low. The kick out to Morris. 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Zubac finds George. Hits the trifecta.
Well, the poise right there from Paul George. That's just a veteran that has no panic in his game.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Over to the wing. Back to Payne. Shoots over George. Takes the three. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Leonard can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Steven Adams checked in for Tillman. Jackson comes in for Clark. Dylan Brooks checked in for Kennard. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He instructed his guys to buckle down, saying, quote, "It's do or die time. Let's stay focused and finish like it's a playoff game. We'll see if they can pull it off." Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And George launches it from deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook slams it home.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Pass to Leonard. Fires the three. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. All alone. Yes! He nails it! Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Zubac, screen. George for three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Morant. And it's Morant again missing. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. George for three. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 10. Well, the Grizzlies shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Here's Morant. There's the drive. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Pass to Leonard. 4-3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Lets it go from the wing. Back to Morant. The three. Fires in the triple. Morant's got 23.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Back to Jackson. Westbrook against Morant. From deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Pass to Morris. Morris, a screen on Payne. Here's George. Morris for three. Doesn't go that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Second chance shot. Count it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
George against Payne. George outside. Driving inside. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Brooks against Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Timeout call. Memphis. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Outside Morant for the tie. Oh, the shot is good. Oh, and it looks like this one might get reviewed. Oh, and they're going to have to take a look at that shot again. They want to see if the horn had sounded before the ball left his hands. This one isn't over yet, folks. They may get a second chance here. If it's overturned, we're going to go to overtime.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
He got it off in time, though.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And so he hits both. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
George outside. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Jackson the screen. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Westbrook.
When you're as explosive as Russell Westbrook is, it's very tough for the defense to react to what's coming at them.
At the line for LA.
No good on the second free throw. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Morant against George. Here's the 3. Brooks the pass to Morant, and he drives in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Morant. Adams inside. Zubats there. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Clock at 6. Morant, no good. The Clippers trail. Leonard with the ball. It's George on the wing. There's the 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
How many times have we seen Paul George single-handedly just close out games by himself? We'll see if this is one of those times.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the gap to 1.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And it's Morant. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive. Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Bain against George. Leonard with a screen on Bain. Westbrook outside. Leonard for 3. They get it again. Kicks it to George. Morris for 3. It falls! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied!
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Seemed extremely focused on that hoop the whole way. You could see it in his eyes. Was not going to be denied.
And finished off by Westbrook.
It's a certain mindset right now to want the ball at the end of games, and Westbrook has it.
Morant into the lane. Count it!
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
George outside. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And BA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
On our hand. Greg, these two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Ayton kicks to Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Pass to Okogie. There's the triple. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
George passes to Morris. Pass to Zubac. Drops in the layup for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
And the layup's good off the glass.
The wily vet, Paul, able to score down low.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they had accomplished in a bit of time.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. No good on the shot. And Phoenix will come the other way. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Booker, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Westbrook finds Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Durant. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Right side Westbrook. And here's Leonard from 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
On the wing, Booker, defended by George. And KD throws it down.
I don't care which side of the pick and roll KD is on. He is the threat.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Westbrook scanning the floor. To the middle. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Now here's Paul. KD a screen on Westbrook. Inside. Ayton in the corner. From downtown. No good there. So the Clippers will send it the other way. Outside, George. Leonard against Ayton. Leonard with the ball. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Morris, no good. Suns trail by 3. Booker outside. Now the pass to KD. Puts up a 3. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
To the paint. Outside, George. Morris with a screen on Booker. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The three from George. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The three from KD. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now George. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It goes on Devin Booker.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game. But as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Los Angeles leading by 3. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy, and his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Warren dishes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren, spotting a wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. Durant's checked in for Josh Okogie.
Substitution for the Suns. Kevin Durant.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Booker against George. And here's Leonard from 3. No good. Shot missing. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Warren kicks to Durant. Warren a screen on Leonard. KD passes to Booker. The Clippers grab the miss.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lean.
Westbrook finds Leonard. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Suns basketball.
And Phoenix has possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Ross with a wide open look. They get it back. Booker outside. Back to Durant. A 3-ball. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Over Durant. And the Clippers miss again. Suns trail by 4. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. It's going to be Warren shooting. They get Russell Westbrook. The Suns making a switch here. Lee's checked in. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days that we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place right now a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
Just 3 to shoot. Deep 2 from Ross, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Passes it to Zubac. And that one drops. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Ross finds it. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. From the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Clippers.
And you have to get out on Leonard. His three-point shot is lethal.
And a wide-open look for Lee. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Ross against George. Up top, Durant. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. All right, David, thank you.
22. The Suns, 23.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair.
Three-pointer.
Bismack Biyombo is out there with Durant, and it's a Kogi in at the 3 slot. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
To the inside, Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Durant attacking, and then Durant with the jam.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Batum passes to Highland. Basket counts.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Ball outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Now, here's Biyombo. He's guarded by Plumlee. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by KD. CLA's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Back to Gordon. to Batum. And there's the feed to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
An all-around player, one of Batum's roles is to make the defense pay when they leave someone open.
Here's Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by 2.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Paisley comes in for Kevin Durant. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Devin Booker.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Ross gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 5-point Suns lead. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang above it, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Paul outside. Suns leading by 5. Ross dishes to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Clippers ball.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. It's Powell on the wing. Going inside, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The free throw drops for Powell. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent 2-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Biyombo, he's checked in for 8. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Payne in for Paul. And 1:01 left in the 3rd quarter. Powell finds Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Here's Paisley. Here's Biyombo. And here's Warren for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Warren's got 6.
A diverse skill set makes Warren an offensive threat. Perimeter shooting is just one of the tricks up his sleeve.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
A big man with a big finish.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Feeds it to Biyombo. He kicks to Ross. And he goes right over Mason Plumlee and slams it down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Plumlee with a screen on Warren. Powell, the pass to Plumlee. 2 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Suns lead by 1. And will return shortly.
The Suns.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And the Clippers call time here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Lovely out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Durant finds Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. For the 3. Moves back up. On the wing, Booker from past the arc. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Suns lead by 4.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Ball against Westbrook. Here's Plumlee. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish you could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. KD draws the double. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Westbrook against Paul. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. KD's got his 5th rebound in this one. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
On the wing, Morris. Back to Leonard. Will it go? And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
Pass to Paul. KD, that's for 2. They get it back.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And Westbrook, here we go.
And we've come to expect that from Westbrook. Hard charging, putting defenders in a situation where they just have to foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix. And both free throws good for Westbrook. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. To get it again. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
Here's Westbrook, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
Paul outside. Durant at the elbow. Back to Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Passes it to Ayton. It doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard kicks to Westbrook. Zubac with the screen for Westbrook. Back to Leonard. The 3. Out to Morris. Outside, George. Westbrook finds Leonard. Jacks up a three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Ayton a screen on George. And here's Booker from the arc. Morris with the rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Leonard on the wing. Defended by Booker. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
ICE. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A three from Leonard and stolen by Ayton. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 6-point Suns lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
rebounding teams in the league. Are set to clash here tonight, Smitty.
Yes, both sides understand that the best rebounding teams are the ones that do it by committee, BA. And if you can control the boards, you can control the game.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Morant, the pass to Bane. From outside the arc, it's tipped. There's the triple. The shot that time not on target. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Left side Paul. Here's Ayton. Adams grabs the miss.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Morant against Paul. Tries it from 19. And Morant gets it to go.
The decision-making keeps improving. John Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs. This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Three-pointer. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morant's got 5 points.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Okogie on the wing to the paint. Booker for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Bane, no good.
Creativity at its best, but scoreboard points are worth more than style points.
Booker for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Paul against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Durant. Outside Paul. Here's Okogie. Back to Paul. All sorts of time. That one's good for 2. And that ties it up.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
2 minutes remaining.
Morant against Paul. From the top of the key. Here's Jackson. Outside Morant. Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 2 for 5 here in the first.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw John Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Outside Morant. Jackson down low, guarded by Durant. Back to Adams. The 3 from Bane. And another miss by Memphis. Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Now here's Bane. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The deep 3 from Durant. The long distance 3 is buried.
Unlimited range. The long arms of KD can get it off from anywhere.
Brooks outside. Here's Bane. And there's the drive. Throws it down. And the official official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Okogie. To the wing on the left. Paul with it. Adams is there. Here's Ayton. No good off the back of the rim.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
It's a tie game in Memphis. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment.
The Suns. Your Grizzlies, make some noise.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Conchar in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting a rough 25% for the field in this game. Fires the three, and Ayton pulls it down.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now here's Paul. Three-pointer. Adams grabs the miss. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. Shakes him. And he takes it up and lays it in. Durant's got 5 points.
This just in. Kevin Durant is good. How easy does offense come to him?
Left side, Morant. Bain, the pass to Morant. There's the three. And Durant with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Baisley, he's checked in for Phoenix. Lee comes in for Devin Booker. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Baisley. Clark covers. Back to Baisley. Pass to Okogie. This one for three. No luck on that one. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. From behind the arc. Offensive board. Fires from deep. Morant missing again.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
The kick out to Paul. Okogie on the wing. Here's Baisley. Pass to Lee. 4-3. Here's Okogie. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Stolen by Bain. Here's Conchar. And here's Morant. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the number one thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by Memphis. Here's Okogie. Yes, And it's Paul with the assist that time. Okogie's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Morant finds Adams. Adams with a screen on Paul. And here's Morant outside. Morant missing again.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Ayton. Five to shoot. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Adams with a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Clark. There's the drive, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Kennard, he's checked in for Desmond Bane. And it's Jones in for Morant. Biyombo, he's checked in for Phoenix. Payne comes in for Paul. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lee. To the middle. Here's Baisley. Right side Payne. Back to Baisley. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Biyombo. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half. Thanks, Allie. After
The Suns, 15.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. We've got Terrence Ross. Darius Baisley is out there with Josh Okogie. Then there's Damian Lee. And it's Biyombo in at the center, locking down the middle. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And a change for the Suns. Warren's checked in for Baisley. The Suns leading. Outside Ross. Pass to Warren. Takes the 3. Counted from distance. Warren's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, so underrated as a shooter. T.J. Warren, multiple years shooting over 40% from deep.
Jackson on the wing. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Biyombo. Here's Lee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Kennard. Three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Ross. Pass to Okogie. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Clark finds Kennard from deep. No good. And Phoenix the other way now.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space. But that does make it a tougher shot.
Here's Lee. Pass to Biyombo. Here's Okogie. Clark covers. Ross for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Outside Ross. And the Suns miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. From deep three-point range. Kennard can't get it to go. Well, the Suns shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Pass to Lee. Outside Warren. Launches a 3. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis trailing here. Kennard outside. Tries to snap the cold streak. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Conchar. Now here's Kennard. He's covered by Warren. Jacks up a 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .144 left in the third quarter. Pass to Biyombo. Jackson with it. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. On the wing, Conchar. Clark with a screen on Warren. Now here's Jones. Now Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Fires it. They get it back. Clark right side. Goes up again. Pass to Conchar. Here's Jones. Back to Conchar. Here's Clark. Here he goes. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Lee. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And the Suns miss again. Here's Conchar. Pass to Jones. It's picked off. Ross with it, defended by Jones. There's the triple. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Jackson, the screen. Kennard can't get it to go. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead, leading by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 4. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Steven Adams checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Jones. And the Suns also making a change. Ross, he's checked in for Okogie. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He asked his players to really push the tempo. He wants to see quicker transition into the open court so they have the chance to score before the defense can set up. Trying to use their speed to full advantage, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Great job there to make this a 2-possession game.
Outside Morant takes a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Here's Morant coming off a Suns make. Pass to Bane. Shoots over Booker. And stolen by Paul. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Ayton, a screen on Jackson. Ross for 3. On target from range. And now it's a 10-point Phoenix lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Paul. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
The defense has to be careful. Kevin Durant has hops, taking the ball straight to the rim.
Outside Morant. Connects from downtown.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Outside Durant. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Brooks against Paul. Up top, Durant. The 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there. And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Adams finds Brooks. And here's Morant outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Outside for Booker. Ooh, poked away. Ayton passes to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Durant, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Bane. And here's Morant outside. And it's Morant again missing. The Suns have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter here. And it's Morant again missing.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Suns.
Wasn't a stellar night for anyone on the offensive end, but the better shooting team came out on top.
Yeah, B.A., it just goes to show that any edge can become the deciding factor in the game's results.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Durant with a screen on Adams. Ayton. The kick out to Paul. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ayton with a screen. Ross for 3. The offensive rebound. Ayton finds Paul. From downtown. Doesn't go for him. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. It ends up, Allie, thank you as always.
Thank you all.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
His own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the one.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Morant looking around. Drops in the tray. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here's Morant. Paul George making his last shot. Morant with it. Shot on the wing. Count that bucket. Morant's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's George. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got his second bucket.
Well, not only prolific from three, but efficient from three. Paul George, nicely done.
Pass to Brooks. Leonard with the steal. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant outside. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Jackson, a screen on George. And it's Morant missing. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Morant. The Clippers getting the bucket. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Looking to end the run. And Morant holds it down.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
The three from George. The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Zubac against Morant. And they double up Morant. 6 on the shot clock. The three. Driving inside. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Jackson, a screen on George. Morant finds Bain. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. And that one hits back iron.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
George passes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
And here's Morant. He's got 9. Three-pointer. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Brooks with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. Leonard fires away from outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Shooting off the dribble is probably one of the toughest skills in the NBA, but Kawhi has it mastered.
He gets it up. The shot off that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Steven Adams is out there with Clark. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here's Leonard from 3. It's good from long range.
3 points.
Leonard's got the lead back up to 6 now for Los Angeles. Morant against George. Morant outside. And again, It's the Grizzlies from deep.
Not to be outstaged. Morant saying right back at you.
Westbrook kicks to Morris. It's George on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Williams is checked in for Dylan Brooks.
Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Up top, Morant. 15 points in the game.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming the shot at the rim.
And Adams sends it back. Now Morant. He's got 17. Puts up a three. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Westbrook with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Westbrook's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, the range of Westbrook continues to expand. Boy, his ability to knock down these deep balls, he's untouchable right now.
Now, here's Morant for three. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
There's the three. Westbrook, no good.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That's good from Morant. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. On the wing, George. Guarded by Morant. Outside Westbrook. From outside the arc. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Now, Russell Westbrook wants to keep the defense honest, so he'll make just enough three-point shots to do exactly that.
Kennard, the pass to Morant. Clark sets a screen for Morant. Back to Kennard. 5 to shoot. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Grizzlies trailing by 4. Morant with it. George picks him up. Bombed up there for Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic. Some will say Trae Young. And some might even say Ja Morant.
Zubac finds Leonard. Launches a 3. Rebound by Williams. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Kennard against George. Adams with the screen on Westbrook. Morant bats for 2, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. A shot by George, wide open, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Clark kicks to Kennard. Memphis moving that ball around. Bombed up there for Clark. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. The shot by George, no good. Memphis trailing here. Adams dishes to Morant. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Batum with the steal. And the pass to Powell. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Here's Morant. With 2 seconds left. And Morant throws it down.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Thank you, David, for that interview. half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Plumlee. And there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bain comes in for Williams. LA's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Jones. Outside for Jackson. Clark outside. Passes to Kennard. 5 on the clock. Jackson trying to break free. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Clark slams it in.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Memphis leading by 5. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Bain against Gordon. Bain passes to Kennard. Bain looking around. On the wing, Jones. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Up top, Powell. Kennard covering. Plumlee with a screen on Kennard. Plumlee with it. No points in the game yet for him. Halt the run. And that one goes long. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clark into the lane.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Plumlee in the post, guarded by Jackson. Powell dishes to Gordon. Back to Powell. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Highland passes to Batum. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Clark. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Jones finds Kennard. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
He's a tough player. It's why Gordon's been one of the best role players in the league his entire career.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Steven Adams comes in for Brandon Clark. And Brooks subbed in for Luke Kennard.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Jackson down low. Morris is there. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in. George is checked in for Los Angeles. Westbrook scanning the floor. Down low. They could use a bucket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Morant against George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. Clippers trail by 10.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Outside, Bain. Fires from deep. Back to Morant. And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. His 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 8. Morant with the steal. Pass to Bain. From the arc. Good on the triple. Bain's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Well, this is a specialty of Paul George. Mid-range game, yes, that's in the arsenal.
And here's Morant. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Shoots over Morant. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Morris with a screen on Brooks. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Morant, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. Out to Brooks. Pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Bain, no good. Clippers trail by 9. George looking around. Leonard on the wing. Morris a screen. Fires the 3. Kicks it out to Leonard. From deep, George. And the 3 ball is good. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's George. No good that time, and it's Memphis the other way. Now Morant. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 3. Takes the 3. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got 29 in the game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for John Morant.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
The 3 from Morant. That shot is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. A 3 from George. And again, no good by the Clippers. Bain kicks to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here is Brooks. Back to Morant.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
And they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Now here's Morant. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Complete.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
Star-Spangled.
You look at each of these teams' roster. Lots of guys who have spent tons of time in the league, Brent.
And these guys know each other so well, B.A. Whether it's this team or playing on other teams, they've seen these faces. They recognize the moves. We'll see tonight who can outthink the other.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the one. Here's Paul. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Westbrook, the pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Westbrook outside. 6 on the shot clock. George with it. Booker defending. Ayton passes to Paul. And here's Durant. The three is up. It's rebounded by Morris. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
And the Suns with possession. Right side Paul. Banked it in off the glass.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Leonard. To the inside. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Leonard.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Durant. No good on the three. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Zubac. Good on the bucket. Zubac has gotten his second bucket of the game.
You love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
And Paul gets it to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Leonard outside. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's George on the wing. Lets the three fly. Leonard on the take. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
That aggressive mindset of his. Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Booker. Down low. Here's Ayton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Couldn't put them in the lead, but at least does enough to tie it up.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. They get it back. Out to Leonard. George against Booker. Morris down low. Back to George. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Pass to Durant. From outside the arc, gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Leonard outside. Oh, denied by Durant.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great deep.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From deep. And the Suns get another 3.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense, and he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Leonard against Aiden. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I like to see Leonard's ability to dish the ball off the screen and roll. It's becoming a huge advantage for this team.
Back to Booker. For 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
7 seconds left in the opening quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Suns ahead, leading by 5.
And please give a big round of applause for your...
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Driving to the basket. Pass to Zubac. George with it. Leonard on the wing. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 5.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just flanked it.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Left side Booker. Pass to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. And Booker with the jam.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. From deep. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Got to make a decision quick sometimes, and Chris Paul does that on the catch and shoot.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Ross finds Aiden. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Stolen by Ross. Aiden with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Outside Paul. Up top Durant. Over Morris. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Hard to argue with that plan. Give Durant the ball. Let him show why he's one of the league's best.
Ross against Leonard. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Ayton. And the Suns pushing it up now. It's Booker on the wing. George defending. Booker can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And down it goes. 2 points. Zubac has got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Durant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. The officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Paul George.
Terrific work from Durant that time, able to use his length and his frame to get the contact.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
The Clippers have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Gordon, the pass to Plumlee. And no good. And Phoenix the other way now. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
TJ Warren, he's checked in for the Suns. Pass to Lee. There's a screen by Biyombo. Lee into the lane. Outside Ross. Shot clock at 3. Knocks it down from distance. Ross has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Gordon, the pass to Powell. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Yeah, no more can we talk about underrated jumping ability from the Plumlees. Suddenly he's up and attacking the rim.
20 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Ross. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Lee.
Well, the defense from Eric Gordon is sensational there, really.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More two. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got Damian Lee, TJ Warren out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Josh Okogie, and it's Craig in at the 5 down low. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Well, Brett, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your board a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Here's Highland. Basket counts.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And it's stolen by Plumlee on the break. Here's Batum. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And Batum sees the fast break and begins to get out there, making him the right option to finish it as he's ahead of the pack.
The Suns leading. Here's Lee. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Highland out to Powell. Pass to Highland. Back to Powell. The three ball. Warren with the rebound. Well, Phoenix is shooting 59% on this one. A good average. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Craig. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Ross against Plumlee. Warren with a screen on Plumlee. Back to Warren. Pass to Okogie. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Highland. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. The 17-footer. They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Craig. Kevin Durant comes in for Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Okogie. And it's Chris Paul in for Ross. The kick out to Morris. To the paint. Tipped. Here's Zubats. Not going to go that time. Ayton with the defensive effort. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. The kick to Durant. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Clippers trail. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Unable to get that one. Booker, the pass to Paul. Down low. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And another one for KD, putting together a beautiful offensive night.
Now Zubats. It's George on the wing. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. George has got 5.
I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Hey, yo, right here.
George against Booker. On the wing, Durant. 15 points in the game. And here's Westbrook. And he's going for the lob. Durant with it. Guarded now by George. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Paul. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard outside. To the middle. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, it's a good job by Ayton making the read and staying aggressive on defense, helping to get that steal.
And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at point. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Durant covering. Fades and shoots. Leonard finds Zubats. And here's Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as many as 11. Booker, the pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Leonard for three. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Ayton, a screen on George. Booker for three. Counted from distance. And it's a 12-point Phoenix lead.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to score with considerable range.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
Okogie's checked in for Warren. Ayton, a screen on Leonard. Back to Booker. Takes a three. And the Suns get another three.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
Paul for three. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. That one's good from Morris on the assist by Westbrook.
Westbrook quick to find the open man that time.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Durant against Morris. The kick to Durant. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's Leonard. Westbrook outside. Zubac for the screen on Paul. The shot's good. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there, with his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. In transition, here come the Clippers. No luck on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Durant inside. He's working on Morris. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Westbrook, the pass to Morris. Morris sets a screen. Leonard way outside. Fires from deep. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Westbrook against Paul. Out to the right wing. Ayton passes to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Zubac. Back to Ayton. Ooh, Morris with a steal.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Morris sets a screen. For three, George. And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
On offense, here are the Clippers. 11 unanswered points for them. Off target from 3-point range. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Durant drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to club.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
always puts a bounce in your step. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it can feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Brooks kicks to Bane. Clock at 6. Driving in.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
2 shots.
And Bane drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Ayton a screen on Morant. Ball goes in. Durant with a wide open look. Here's Ayton. KD against Jackson. Now Ayton. Into the lane. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties. You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Paul with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Durant. Paul, no one around him. Off target with his 3. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Bane passes to Brooks. Booker against Bane, just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, the rebound by KD. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Ayton kicks to KD. Back to Ayton. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Morant outside.
Remaining in the front.
And again, Memphis no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Passes it to Booker. Durant with a screen on Morant. Buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got 6.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now Paul, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
1:09 left in the first quarter of the game. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to KD. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Any shot for KD is a great shot for his team, and I don't care how far back he is.
Jackson with the screen. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And the basket by Okogie.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now, here's Bain. Back to Morant. The turnaround Jay. That shot no good.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And that one's good. Durant.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
And so it...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns? Richard, safe to say you were a pretty good defender in your day, so tell me, who was the most difficult player you had to defend?
I've had to guard some of the best scorers in NBA history. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, but there is nobody like Kevin Durant. His height, his skill set. KD is probably the most unguardable player we've ever seen.
All Hall of Famers. Wow. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Kicks it out to Paul. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The shot's good from Kennard. Here's Booker. 6 points for him. Takes it inside. Ayton at the elbow. The pass to Okogie. Paul against Kennard. Shot clock at 6. He had a nice open look right there. Durant's got 9.
What a ruthless move by Durant. Dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that 3-point answer.
Kennard against Paul. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Adams.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done. Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Okogie, the pass to Ayton. On the wing, Bain. Launches it. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here's Bain. He's got 5. Back to Kennard. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Clark. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul outside. Outside Durant. Out to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Fires the 3. That one misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Kennard against Paul. The turnaround jumper. Kennard's shot is off. And Adams kicks to Bain. Here's Adams. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Pass to Okogie. It's Durant on the wing. Wide open. And he gets the jumper to drop. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
No good from Booker.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
Kennard for three. He can't hit that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Kicks it to Paul. Fires from the wing. It's Clark with the rebound. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Down by 12. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Bain. Can they get it? Lets it go from deep. Brooks misses. Ball against Kennard. Paul passes to KD. From deep. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Up by a dozen here at the end. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great.
26. The Grizzlies, 14.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Steven Adams is out there with Brandon Clark, and it's Kennard in at the point guard position. And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Phoenix. Kennard for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now, here's Kennard. Feeds to Clark. It's not going to go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now, here's Kennard. And a wide open look for Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Pass to Biyombo. Now Ross. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Clock at 6. Back to Warren. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's John Morant in for Kennard. Now here's Morant. The 3 ball. Bain kicks to Morant. On the wing, Bain. He's guarded by Ross. Good on the shot. Bain's got 7 points. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Suns have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
3 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Now, here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ross with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Warren. Back to Ross. Left side, Warren. Biombo up top. He dishes it to Ross. The tray. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The 3 from Morant. It's Biombo with the rebound.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Ross for 3. A shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The 3 from Morant. Over Payne. And the shot is long.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
There's a good screen. Pass to Ross. This one for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 17. From deep three-point range, Ross grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Payne passes to Biombo. Payne kicks to Warren. Lets the 3 fly. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant with a wide open look. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Biombo finds Ross. Phoenix, no good that time either. Morant left side. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And so it's Phoenix looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. And Brooks subbed in for Williams. Suns leading by 13. At the top of the key, Ayton. Booker the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. The pass to Paul. Beyond the arc. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Paul's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Phoenix. Morant surveying the D. And Morant throws it down.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Paul with the bucket.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Pass to Jackson. Bain with it. Now guarded by Booker. Morant outside. There's Jackson with the three. Rebound by Okogie. Okogie's got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Bain, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. No problems knocking that one down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
A three-pointer is right on target. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last tray.
Passes it to KD. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. Ball against Morant. Bain for 3. A steal. Here's the 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's Paul missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Ja Morant, impressive as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Booker, good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now, here's Morant for 3.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Outside Jackson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 18-7 run.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Phoenix.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Offensive rebound. Morant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Bain from downtown. And no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Booker the pass to Okogie. KD against Jackson for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching.